This is Steve with Apex Home Inspections, and today is Friday, March 4th, 2016. And we are at 11260 Southwest Marylyn Place in Beaverton. We are here today to do an inspection of the sewer line, and as you can see, we're out in front of the home. And our sewer line cleanout or access is about midway between the front door and the pan around here and the right hand side of the house as viewed from the street. Here's our cleanout. Let's go ahead and drop our camera on in there and see if we can't get that pointed in the right direction. Alright, took a little bit of finagling, we've got it in there. Let's go ahead and zero off our counter in the upper right hand corner of our screen. And we'll begin our push all the way out to the city main. At least that's our goal for the morning. A couple of notes about today's inspection. Let's pause here for just a second, see if we can figure out what that is. Alright. Try and clean the lens off. This little black loop on the lower left-hand corner of our screen is a rubber gasket. And that gasket is used to seal the intersection between the cast iron line that we were just in and the concrete line that we're going into. You can see the gasket has come out. But more importantly, as we round the corner here at about 3 feet in, we can see there is a longitudinal crack in this piece. We're looking at that on the bottom of the screen, following out to the horizon. Looks like it's on both sides of that pipe. And now, I do believe what we're looking at is that crack has sort of morphed into basically the high water mark. So the fitting on that pipe is definitely cracked. But here it looks like the two black lines working off into the horizon are merely the high water marks. That tells me that this is probably that, and these segments with the black ring in there tell me that this is probably transite, which is a concrete material, usually filled with fiber instead of rocks or aggregate. Here at 23 feet, we also see another crack here on the left-hand side of the screen. Let's pause here for just a moment. Alright, continuing on. Transite is generally a fairly robust material. Don't see it cracked that often. When we do see it cracked, oftentimes we find that the soil around it is easily moved. There's also the possibility that there used to be a tree in the yard, or maybe they had parked a car in the yard. Anytime we do any kind of work in the yard, such as digging, or if you use machinery, sometimes it will crack these lines. These lines are pretty hard, which is why the floor of the pipe at the lower right-hand corner of the screen is relatively smooth. But that hardness also translates to brittleness, and these pipes don't tend to move much. They don't tend to bend, therefore they tend to break. As we continue out further, the pipe is deeper and deeper and less likely to be influenced by any sort of surface movement with soil or any kind of equipment that may be on the soil or any kind of work. Around the corner there, debris on the screen. Let's back up here so I can clean that off. There we go. Around the corner. A bit of standing water here at about 77, 78 feet. With these lines, because the interiors are only relatively smooth, we find that once we get out to these certain distances, we can't get the camera to advance it further. So as you can see, we're running into some trouble here trying to get to go beyond 90 feet or so. Alright, we'll give it a few more tries here, see if we can get it to go any further. I think this is about as far as we're going to be able to go here at about 97 feet. I think we're going to go ahead and close the video out now. I did locate this line. It is about halfway down the street on its way to the perpendicular street down at the end of the cul-de-sac. We may already be in a common line. For these 4 or 5 homes in the end of the cul-de-sac. Did see a few items to point out in the report. Saw some standing water, a couple of cracked pieces, and so I'm going to go ahead and comment on those in the written report, but I'll save my comments for the written report. We're going to go ahead and close out this video now. Thank you very much.